What's up, everyone? Game Master 468 here, bringing you another My Thoughts video thingy. And here joining me once again is my buddy,
Toontown Professor, once again.
And this time around, we're going to talk about Disney Channel movies. Oh boy, this ought to be fun. Okay, which one are we going to name off first?
Well, I think we should start off with the movie that you wanted to talk about, Camp Rock the First.
No, it's the second one that I want to talk about.
Let's just talk about the second one then.
Okay,
So, you first, me second?
well, I'm going to be talking about the second one, mostly. Because the first one, it was alright. It was a good movie, all that. But the second one, it was not as great as the first one at all.
I was actually talking about who was going to say their opinions first, but...
Oh, well, I'm the one who's making the video, so... me. Anyways.
Okay, go.
Okay, so... the reason why it wasn't as great as the first one is because... the first major issue with it. First of all, of course, it's a musical, so they have musical numbers, but the way they did it in the first one, it sort of hit the fact that it was a musical, because it was what they had to do, to get, I don't know, a good grade or something. I don't know how it goes there.
If you don't sing, you're dead. No.
Yeah, they had to sing on the stage in order to, pass camp, I guess. So it kind of hit the fact that it was a musical. However, in Camp Rock 2, they didn't duplicate this. Because they did the exact thing that musicals seem to do nowadays, when they just break out into random song, rather than, sing because that's what they had to do on stage. This time around they just broke out into random musical numbers, which I didn't really like. But, oh well. And plus, the songs weren't as great as they were in the first one. I liked almost every single song in the first movie. Second movie, there's rarely any songs I liked in the second movie. And the second main reason why I don't like it, and before I explain that, this is going to contain spoilers. So, the ending. Oh gosh, the ending.
The ending.
Do you know why I don't like the ending?
No, you just explain it to them.
Alrighty. It just felt like they wanted a happy ending just for the sake of having a happy ending. It was just so rushed. Okay, so right before the ending, they had the competition between Camp Rock and Camp Star. They did their little competition, and then Camp Star won, which means, everyone goes to Camp Star now, which made everyone sad because they had to shut down. And then, sad moment, and, Demi and Joe kiss, and, lovey-dovey. And then everyone's sitting around sad. And then just out of nowhere, all the campers come by like, oh, you know what? We know we voted for Camp Star, but this place is so much more fun, so we're going to come here instead. And then everyone just gathers around.
And then it's huge musical number and then the credits roll, right?
No random musical number, but that's just it, oh, we're going to come here and sing, it's more fun. And then the credits roll. That's it. I like happy endings, but that was just a happy ending just for the sake of a happy ending. It was just too rushed. I do have more to say, but I'm going to let you explain some stuff now.
Alright, Camp Rock 1, I kind of like Camp Rock 1. The reason why I didn't like Camp Rock 2, Camp Rock 2 was okay, but like you said, it had that rushed happy ending at the end.
Yeah.
But the reason why I didn't like it is because every time they tried to do an inspirational speech, which happened every 10 minutes, they would be upset, then all of a sudden, usually, that inspirational speeches in movies have, somebody playing an acoustic guitar in the background, and then you just say an inspirational speech. But no, they just break into, the peppiest, happiest song and just sing it. And, yeah, it's not very inspirational when you just start singing out of nowhere at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
And that's all I have to say.
It's like, oh no, a criminal broke and stole all our stuff. And then
Let's
he's come
sing
over,
about it.
let's go and kill the burglar.
I don't even.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, what's next?
Next movie is Good Luck Charlie, the movie.
You mean Good Luck Charlie? It's Christmas.
Yeah, that.
It's the Christmas special, even though it's April.
The reason why I called it a movie is because it's longer than a normal episode, and you usually call those movies.
I guess you could say it is like, Good Luck Charlie, the movie. The epic action film, not really.
And then, like, a giant explosion, and everybody has to stand in front of it.
That
is Power Rangers in a nutshell. Like, you just see a giant explosion. Hey, there's an explosion. Let's go stand in front of it.
Yeah. It's just like what I said yesterday about Big Time Rush, the movie. We didn't record it, but we were talking about it. That was just a random action movie that doesn't even fit the characters.
Like, random things coming out at the randomest times.
Yeah. But the movie was okay. It's a really good Christmas movie and all that stuff. Like I said in the previous video, I have mixed feelings about the new baby that's coming as a new character. I don't really think that's a good idea, but it's like one part of me is saying, oh, hey, there's a brand new character coming out. This ought to be cool. But another part of me is saying, well, it's great that there's a new character, but I think that might interfere with the show. You know?
Oh, you mean like how everybody's a critic about when they introduce a new character halfway through a series, everybody hates it?
Yeah, just like we were talking about with Poof.
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, your opinion.
I'm gonna say exactly what I said yesterday when we were talking about this. What I think about this is that it's a good movie. I like the movie. But at the end, when they say, we're having your baby, how can they still call the show Good Luck Charlie? I mean, a show called Good Luck Travis would not be a good show, and like, I still don't understand how I can call it Good Luck Charlie. Like, they could make episodes beforehand, but, like, on the day that she was, like, gonna have the baby, they could just, like, end the series there.
Yeah, I hope that's the case, at least. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see what would happen with the new baby, but at the same time, it just wouldn't go well with it.
Work.
It wouldn't be a good mix.
It'd be hard to make it work right for all the critics out there to be like, okay, it's cool.
Yeah. I was gonna say, oh yeah, throughout the series so far, they've been like, okay, this is your last child, right? And Mom's like, okay, we're not having another baby. Trust me. It's like, okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Seriously, we're not having another baby. No matter what. Everyone's upset that if they have another baby, they're just gonna, blow their gasket. But then when they announce it, we're having another baby, and everyone's happy all of a sudden.
I know, everybody was like, no, I don't think Gabe was happy. I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Gabe was thinking.
It's like, okay, you better not have another baby or else. We're having another baby. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna punch a hole in this brick wall.
Anyways, next movie.
I think that you said that you didn't see this one, but Wizards of Waverly Place, that movie.
I've seen it, I think 4 times, I think.
I've seen it a couple hundred times. Anyway.
A couple hundred. It was a pretty good movie. What am I trying to say? I'll probably edit out all this jumbling around.
Yep.
I can't think of ways to put this into words. It was a pretty good movie, I guess. Yeah. That's really all I can really say. I don't really know any way to put it into words.
Okay, so,
You said yesterday that you found, more flaws the more you saw it. What were those flaws exactly?
well, I want to say something first. The movie, I don't like how you can see how long the movie is before you, watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It says that it's 2 hours and 30 minutes, but when you watch it, it only feels like an hour or less. Okay, the flaws. The first time I watched it, I thought it was good. The second time, you can see that the voice acting wasn't as good as it was in the original series. More and more, I saw like more and more flaws, like bad voice acting or like random things inserted at the most like random time. Like, well, I can't really put it into words like you said, but why is this the movie that we can't say anything on? Great. I guess it was like a bad concept how like they just like forgot things on cue. Like they say that you're supposed to start forgetting things out of nowhere. But we like at the time they need them the most, then they forget the stuff that they need to remember. So
Yes,
I mean, I guess they
Justin
can
at the last minute forgot his memory. Like, oh my gosh, I forgot what to do. Justin, what do I have to do? Who are you?
Who are you people?
I don't get it. Where am I?
2 + 2 equals bird.
Yeah, I rated 7 burgers.
Trying to think of the next movie. This one came out recently. Have you ever seen the movie Frenemies?
I have seen it, but not all of it. I've only seen like the first story out of the 3. And a little bit of the second and third.
Which was the first one again?
The one with the dog in it.
Oh, yeah.
Dropped the paper down the toilet and he's like, oh my gosh, I hate you, get out of here.
The weird thing is,
and everyone's sad, and then it's like, oh
the
my gosh,
story for number 1 is like number 3, the third story is the sequel to the first story. They're really doing
Wow, they made a sequel in like 5 minutes.
Alright, I'm just gonna go over each story individually, like take a second because it's gonna take a few seconds. So, the first story I didn't see that one, but I kind of wanted to. I don't know, like what would you rate it? The first story.
I guess I'd rate like maybe a 7 out of 10.
Burgers.
Yeah, burgers. I rate 7 out of 10 burgers.
Okay. Anyways, the second story I would rate like 8 out of 10 burgers because it gives like a good moral, but like I said with the Camp Rock, sometimes like when they're down, instantly random like peppy music will start playing in the background and like all the good things will start happening out of nowhere.
Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, my volcano broke. And then they bring in the song, my volcano's fixed.
That's so true. In the third story I did not like. It's one of those typical movies where one girl thinks that her life is unfair, the other one thinks that they're unfair, they're suddenly identical. Oh boy, what a conveniently placed
that's an unoriginal idea.
And then they just like switch bodies like, this is totally not going to turn out as disaster at all.
Yeah. And then 5 days later, oh, we hate it!
And then it turns out as disaster, and then there's like these 2 random people that they don't even know comes up to them, and they're like, hey, cheer up! And then they break into song, and the movie ends.
You can be happy. Okay. What's with the random musical number jokes?
Why do all Disney movies have the same exact concept where like they're down, and all of a sudden there's a giant musical number, and...
Okay, anyways, next one.
I'm trying to think of a movie. I didn't really see this movie because I thought it would be like mainly focused on the people who are always like spamming stuff about romance. But there was a Geek Charming, but I never saw that one.
Again, that is only a movie that I saw just a bit of.
Me too.
I saw most of the beginning and most of the end, but not the middle.
Because the middle is where all the musical numbers happen.
Yeah, high school musical. We're not going to be talking about High School Musicals. We all know how bad that is.
Oh, I want to talk about High School Musical.
We're not talking about High School Musical.
Why? I have a lot of things to say about.
Okay, you can talk about High School Musical, but I'm not going to say anything about it. But
do that near the end.
But Geek Charming, I'd say it was an okay movie. It wasn't like the best movie out there, because like you said, it's one of those, romance type things, But it was still pretty good.
Okay, wait, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Geek Charming.
Yeah.
It, like I said, like you said, I only watched like the beginning and some of the end, but I just like turned it off at the beginning, and then I came back to my TV later, like 2 hours later, and the movie was still playing. I'm like, this is still going? How is like, am I the serious like only one who does not like this movie and turned my TV off for the first 2 minutes?
It
And
seriously
then,
feels like that way, because there'll be like a movie playing, I change channel and play some video games, and it feels like I've been gone for like 4 hours or something. Turn back on and the movie's still going. And it feels like it's not even halfway done.
yeah, I know. Okay, God, when I saw the ending, I was kind of like mad because it follows the concept like all those other romantic movies do. Like, they have that little like slow-mo music, and they're all like lovey-dovey and sappy, and then I just have like the worst tendency to say, and then they broke into song in the movie.
Did you see that the most bad, horrible times?
What horrible timing! Anyways,
What's the song about it?
I would rate the movie 3 out of 7 burgers. It was not a good movie, according to me.
Okay, next movie. Well, you want to talk about High School Musical, so...
What? No,
oh, you're gonna save that for the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I still feel like this thing is running a bit too long, so we might only have time for like 2 more, unless you're gonna
How long have we been going with this?
Well, apparently the call has been going for 20 minutes and 18 seconds.
Oh, gosh. I guess we'll talk about like maybe 3 more movies, and then we'll stop.
Okay, wow, now that I think about it, Disney has not made a lot of movies. Wow, wait, is DreamWorks Pixar connected to, Disney?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Phineas and Ferb movie.
Awesome movie. I loved that movie.
I love that movie. It's like one of those films where like they insert too much randomness, but like you said, they somehow made it work.
Mm-hmm.
With inserting too much random.
Yeah.
Alright, so considering that we only have time for... Wow. We only said like 2 lines and the time is already at 21 minutes. Next movie.
Den Brother. There's a movie.
Wait, what?
You haven't heard of that movie, Den Brother?
You mean the one with like the girl who like needs help with her troop and stuff?
Yeah.
Ah, that movie.
Yeah, that movie.
That's one of those movies that never stops airing once it comes on, but then it dies out after everybody's like, I hate this movie, stop showing it.
I've only seen it like once or twice. But it was a pretty good movie, but just like with Camp Rock 2, it's another one of those... I wouldn't say it's one of those rush endings, but...
Darn, I thought you were going to break the song.
It felt like it wasn't an ending. It felt like, it was still going to keep going, and then just out of nowhere the credits roll, and I was literally like, I literally said this out loud, what? That's the end? Like, it felt like it was still going to keep going, but they didn't. They just ended it, just out of nowhere. It was really weird.
It was wait, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, it was an okay movie, I'm not gonna lie. I like the fact that they took Zeke from Zeke and Luther in there and made him, like, the main character almost, but, it was meh. I don't know what I would rate it. I would rate it, like, 6 out of 11 burgers. It was an okay movie, like I just said, like, 7,000 times. I don't have much to say about it, but like you said, the ending was not expected to, like, come out of nowhere. Yeah. Like, limitations of movie time or something. Okay, so,
What, you can't make a Harry Potter 3-hour movie?
Oh, they already did that. That's called Order of the Phoenix. Anyways,
No, I mean, just with their Disney Channel movies in general. Oh, you can't make it 3 hours? Come on.
Could you imagine a movie that was 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 59 seconds?
Oh, gosh.
That would be like the best movie ever.
Yeah.
And like the time said like 12 to 2, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59, 59. Anyways, what would be the final movie that we talk about here? Think of a movie that
You said you were going to talk about High School Musical.
I'm not. We need a movie we can both discuss because according to you
Okay.
haven't seen that. Wait. I know the Sweet Life movie.
I was thinking about that one, but I don't know if that would be the best one to talk about at the end.
Well, it kind of is because there was a lot of things wrong with it, but
There was?
I'll just let you talk about it first because I have quite a few things to say.
Well, I think you should start with this. I want to hear what these flaws are that you're referring to.
Okay, for one, I think it follows the same concept that every movie has when there's at least two main characters. So at the beginning, both of them are like really interested, they're all buddy-buddy. In the middle, there's like this huge fight sequence, and both of them are like really mad at each other. And then like a quarter to the end, they get like really, really, really happy with each other. Like they need to defeat the bad guy who suddenly pops out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They're all happy, and then it didn't follow the show. Like, if you remember what the show was, like, they always... I know the movie was supposed to follow a different concept, but when they did the movie, they weren't acting like they did in the show. Like, if you remember, Zach always hits on girls, which he did, but, like, Cody is usually not that smart. I mean, like, Sir Cody has a tendency to be, like, really smart, but... Like, they made him way too smart when they advanced through the episodes, but I'm not going to talk about the main series. It was an okay movie. I mean, it had a lot of flaws, like I just mentioned, but, yeah, 7 out of 10 burgers. Anyways, your turn.
7 out of 10 burgers. That's funny. I'd rate, like, maybe 9 out of 10 burgers. I thought it was pretty good.
Well, like, you need to tell us some more, like, what about it was good?
I don't know.
It was good, right? No.
I just like the movie. That, like I said, I'm not very much of a reviewer, so I'm not really good at these kinds of things. I'm good at pointing out, like, flaws and stuff. But the way I see it, I couldn't really find any flaws in it, to be honest.
I just know that in a minute you're going to be sending me a message like, oh, we forgot to talk about this movie, and that was like the most important movie, so...
Oh my gosh, yeah!
Think about that really quickly.
I'm loving it.
Let's talk about the McDonald's movie.
I thought the movie was horrible.
Could you imagine a movie with like Ronald McDonald just like having to like punch all the other companies in the face?
Like, oh no, it's my arch nemesis, Burger King.
Ronald McDonald is level 70. Next opponent, Wendy, is level 88.
I can't really think of anything.
I assume that we're done then.
I guess so.
Okay.
So I guess we're gonna end things off here. Thanks for watching this video. And this is Game Master 468 and
Toontown Professor
signing off. See you next time.